Huh. Hello there. Nice game that can be for like a lower energy way to enhance their sight word recognition would be to take. I know we've done this before. I've showed you this before, talked about it before. Is to grab like old magazines or old newspapers and give them like a highlighter or a pencil or a pen or crayons. Markers work too. Here we have small space decorating, and my favorite, the Magnolia Journal. Okay, well, these are pretty old editions, so comfortably go for these. Find our sight words and just kind of highlight the sight words that we've been working on. And again, with like all these activities, definitely go back and use every sight word we've done. Okay. Again, I mean, these words are kind of small to see, so if you have a magnifying glass, give that to them as well, and they can just kind of like look at the magnifying glass. All right, so another. Excuse me. So we'll keep going with like the lower energy games. Another one you can do here is to play bingo, and what you can do is sight word bingo or even alphabet bingo. Here, you just take a. Pretend these letters aren't there, okay? So take a piece of paper, fold it up. Now this will require a little bit of work. I mean, I try to keep these activities, I know I've said this before, but as low maintenance as possible for you at home. That's less work for you, more work for your kids. And you can fold up in just 4 parts. And just do a 4-word bingo card here like this, so we have 4 equal parts. Or we can spice it up and make it. Yeah. That should be 8, right? Yes, now we have 8 spots to put words, okay? Now you can write the words that they need to trace over and find, or you can have one of your if you have older kids at home, definitely get them to help be like your little teacher assistants as well. Or if your kids are already pretty good at writing the words, they can write the words too in the boxes as well. Or you can save yourself some time and write the words yourself, okay? And if folding paper isn't your thing, you can always just draw lines. They don't have to be perfect. Life isn't about being perfect. It's just about being the best version of yourself. Anywho, so yeah, here we got like our bingo card. Just write any sight word. So here we got like our bingo card, right? So you can call it a word. Have your child, you can either trace over the word you call out to mark it. Throw some other words out there too. Seriously, catch them and see if they're listening, doing a good job listening. So here we have, if you can see all these words I have, you know, let's pretend, you know, I'm playing with Joanna Gaines. Let's say Joanna Gaines is playing bingo. I might say, you know, rats, or ran. I might say ran. You can see ran's not on the bingo card, but I want to check to see if Joanna is paying attention as well. Okay, so throw out some random words out there too every now and then, just to make sure they're using their good listening. This is a great listening game too. Okay, have fun with it. Definitely have fun with this stuff here. Okay, again, use your teacher assistants as well. If you have any of them at home that are willing to help out, have them read the words to your kindergartner. Have your kindergartner writing this stuff. Or what they can do is they can take a random object. I got kind of creepy Saint Nick here. If Joanna says, you know, cat, I'll put this on top of cat as my place marker, okay? I hope this makes sense. Yeah. So bingo, lower energy game, but still a great way to keep it a game-based approach to sight words. Alright, so another game you can play with the same exact, so I took that bingo card, and here's the thing about this that's going to be really important to save time on prep work, is to recycle. So that bingo card that we just used, I cut it up now to make individual cards here too. A little pro tip from this teacher to that teacher, okay? So now we can play, I don't know what it's called. I know it's a matching game, I guess. I should know, I teach kids. Anywho, so I wrote all the same words again on another piece of paper, okay? Now, again, pro tip, you can always, you know, do different bingo cards with the same words on. I'm rambling. Anywho, I cut up more words so that you can play this matching game. So like all the words will be face down. Let's say I'm playing with Creepy Saint Nick here, kind of Creepy Saint Nick, okay? You probably know what I'm getting at right now. Another pro tip, it's easier if you use two different colors. But if your child's doing quite well with their sight words, I mean, all those kids are so stinking smart. I would probably use just one solid color because they're gonna catch on real quick that you want to match the blue with the orange. I think it's blue and orange. I'm partially colorblind, by the way. Anywho, so yeah. So let's say I draw two cards. So I got can, and have them when they pick the card, and when you pick the card, have your kid help you read the card you pick up, and then help them likewise with them. So then it's like an extra sight word practice. Again, as always, if you have older students at your home, definitely have them do these activities with your kindergartners as well. Let's say pick up another card. Okay, look at this word. It's fat, so these cards don't match. So I'm gonna put it back in the pile. Memory, that's the game. This game's called Memory. Saint Nick, it's memory. I got my memory back. Oh man, folks. Anyway, right? So put them back, and you gotta remember where those words were, okay? And then kind of creepy Saint Nick goes. Picks up at. Let's say he's a silly goose, and he picked up a in, right? So now you gotta remember where those are. Eventually we'll get a matching pair here, and things will pick up. Now, how I played as a kid is when you got a matching pair, you would get to go again until you didn't get a matching pair. Now it's house rules, so you make the rules how you want to as well, okay? Again, have fun with it. And I'm going to show you another game right off the bat with all these cards. So again, pro tip, do not throw any of this stuff away if you can at all possible. Put them in like a Ziploc bag, I don't know. Put them in your pocket, I don't know. Find a place to store them, save them, because you can utilize these quite often. So what you can do is you more or less have two decks of cards here, right? So what you can do is with two people, if you cut up more, you can do three people. Make sure you're using the same words though too if you're going to do games like Memory, or we're going to play Go Fish with this as well. Make sure you have the same, because if you all have like 30 words and they're all different, you can't really play the game. Unless, actually you could do that. We're gonna throw a little spin, a little spice on this one, okay? But we'll get to it, okay? So these are two matching things, right? Two matching. Sorry, I'm rambling here. Took some caffeine and pre-workout earlier, so I'm kind of buzzing right now. All right, so we shuffle the deck, right? You get half, kind of creepy Saint Nick. I get half, okay? I'm gonna look at my hand. You're gonna play Go Fish. If you don't know how to play Go Fish, then I don't know how to help you. Just kidding, right? So let's say creepy old Saint Nick. Let's say, can I look at my hand here real quick? Don't look. All right, do you have the word in? And I'm pretty sure he does. So he would give me his word in. So I have no matches. No, I do have a match. I have red. Have fun with this. Make this however you want it to, okay? So play Go Fish. Use these cards to use Go Fish. Let's say you do go the route where you write up like, again, employ the help of your children, other children in your household to help you write these words too, okay? Let's say you decide to use 20, 30 cards of our sight words, and they're all different words. That's great. What you can do is you could say, let's say for example here, all right, let's say this is kind of creepy Saint Nick. That's his word, and this is my word, right? So I have fat, he has cat. I could say, do you have an at word family? See what I did there? You can do at words. You can match by family. You can do it by beginning sound. Do you have a word that begins with the letter F? Now make sure, my word's fat. Do you have a word that begins with the letter F? And if he does, I'll get his card. If he doesn't, then I don't get his card. I mean, you're the teacher. I mean, actually, you're not the teacher. No, you've always been that teacher. You've always been the primary source of education in your home. That's the primary source right there. So, hey, kudos to you. Thank you. So again, this game also used those two bingo cards I made. Little less energy. I mean, good for sitting down and tracing. So I've got these. I think you get like a pack of these for like a pack of 5 for like $1 to trace over their sight words. Now it's kind of late in the day, so it's a little bit easier to see. You could even just turn off the lights altogether and have them trace their words. Actually, we'll see that. Trace their words flash it. So it's a nice little spelling tracing game, also with some recognition as well, okay? Please don't mind my handwriting. I do have chicken scratches. 95% of kindergartners have better handwriting than me, and that is my curse to bear, okay? Again, all these games we've done so far at the table have stemmed from 1 or 2 bingo cards, more or less here, okay? So again, make sure you're recycling and reusing. We just had Earth Day previously, so yeah, this is, I mean, definitely realms of just being responsible from an environmental standpoint, I guess, if you're into that, but also just saving you time, seriously. What do you think, old creepy Saint Nick? Another thing they do is they can simply just, take their finger, or any one of their fingers, make sure it's not the finger you know I'm talking about. Their thumbs up, this finger, that works too, their pinky, whatever. And they're gonna you can have them trace their words too here, just like that. Low energy, probably not nearly as engaging, but if you have a child who just really likes to sit, a child that likes to sit, it happens from time to time. Have them, you can literally just trace over the words with one of their fingers too, or even get really crazy, have them trace over the words with their nose. That'd be kind of goofy too. Or have them take their knee and trace their words, their letters from the words with their knee too, okay? Heck, if you're cool with it, throw it on the floor. I'm not going to show you my feet, but they can trace their words, have them trace their words with their toes, and that'll even help them work on their balance and their coordination too. So you're kind of getting, a lot in one little full swing here, okay, folks? Again, it's all what you're comfortable with. You don't have to do these table games. If your child, a lot of them, are probably a little more into the higher energy games, and that's great, that's fine too. Yeah, I don't want to condense or put a box or anything that they have to learn to sit at a table or learn to sit at a desk and do stuff at a desk. But if that is the route that they are okay with doing and that you prefer to, again, it's also what you're comfortable with. These are some awesome games at the table that are still play-based and still have very much a game-based aspect to it, so they're kind of being tricked into learning and working, so it's kind of neat. It's like Jedi Mind Tricks. I don't know if I can say that. I'm not trademarked by Disney or LucasArts, but yeah. So a game that'd be a little more higher energy, I would put it like a medium-based energy game. It probably, in terms of like the volume, it might be a little bit louder. You can have I wish I had one. I don't own a fly swatter. I should. But what they can take is let's pretend old Saint Nick, creepy old Saint Nick, is a fly swatter. Okay. You can call out a word, or have one of your kids that are older. If you have older students in your home, have them call the words too and work with them on these things too. You're going to retain information more when you become the teacher, is what I'm trying to say. Anywho, call out a word, or you can just call it a beginning sound. Have them hit those words gently, okay? Or hard. I mean, it's kind of whatever you're comfortable with in your home. I don't want to create more chaos and tension and stress than I need to in your home, okay? So, call out a word. The easiest way to do it would just be call out, the letter A. Hit every word that has the letter A in it. So I hit all these words that have the letter A in it, okay? You can amp it up more. Hit every word, that has 3 letters in it, okay? So hit all the 3-letter words. So you got a little bit of counting involved, you got a little bit of math involved here, folks. Another, to make it even harder, you could say, you could just do the sight word, Here, hit the word rat, Okay? Right, see what we're working with here. Okay, another one, like I said, you could do the sight word, like cat, hit cat. You could do at-word families, hit all the at-word families with rat, cat, and fat. Make sure they get all the words, okay? So there's just, again, like the other, go fish, there's levels of difficulty that we can increase as well, okay? You can do at just simply the last sound of the word, like hit all the words that end in t, give them a sound, or even say hit all the words that end with the letter T, or make it harder by giving the sound t or n. So you'd hit for t, you'd hit all the T words. Again, please don't mind my chicken scratches. Same thing with beginning sounds. Hit all the words that begin with the letter C. So I hit cat, can, and then find those words again if they're on the board, or simply say the sound like k. Alright, so there's lots of different ways to add difficulty to this, but to keep it engaging and refreshing and kind of new at the same time, even though we're using still the same 2 bingo cards from way back when I played bingo with Joanna Gaines. And don't be limited to using just a fly swatter or an old kind of creepy Saint Nick statue thing you got from your grandma. You can use a flashlight to find the words, right? Just simply flash the word. That sounds weird. Sorry. Don't think too much about that. Or even just simply tossing an object at the words if you want to increase the energy level, right? So I could toss, I don't know, mingle, or maybe something small like my hat at a word that's called out, or a protein bar, right? So if I say the word in, I want to throw my protein bar to in, okay? I mean, you could literally use a balled up sock, a piece of tissue paper, okay? It all depends on, like I said, what you are comfortable with doing and what your kid is also comfortable with doing, okay? So again, have fun with this. That's another game from the 2 bingo cards only. Another tabletop game. Well, you don't have to play at the table, but it's an option to play at the table. It's to feed in a very goofy way. You can feed your toys or your animals. I'm assuming a lot of you don't have a Danny Dino at home. This one's fun because you can throw. The kids love this one, man. But you can throw the word in. They would throw the word in. Actually, you can have the kids pretend to be animal, and they gotta tell you the word to grab and feed the animal, okay? So we don't need to have, Danny Dino doesn't have to be the one doing this, This could be, Mingo's got quite the appetite as well. So either yourself would be fed with Mingo, or your child would have the flamingo, and you'd have to feed the flamingo. You could use the flamingo, whatever animal you have. I would encourage your child to pick the toy too, or even you yourself. Have fun with that, obviously, but yeah, you would just simply feed, or have the words out on the table too, again here like this, and have Mingo just say a word, or say word family, or beginning sound and ending sound. Remember all those different levels and layers of difficulty we can do here, and just have Mingo eat the word. Again, medium level of energy, I would say, because this one could probably build up a lot of excitement for it too. But again, it's a low maintenance game because you just need a stuffed animal or a toy, and that bingo card we cut up here too. What you do here is turn this into like a board game almost, okay? Where you put the words. I'll do my best here. Put the words. Stop moving. In order here. Let's just use these words for now. You can use as many words as you want to as well. I mean, you can use all of our sight words, and it could be like a 2-minute to 3-minute long little loop around the table or on the floor. This might be a good one for the floor too. But they can take their favorite vehicle toy or animal too. Vehicle is going to drive. The only way they can go to that spot is if they can say the word correctly here, okay? So this would be good for reading and recognition. So they would say if, they can go to if, and then read the next word. I like the police car more. Our table slanted. And then fat. Then they can drive to the next word if they can say the next word. Cat. In. And if, okay, see what I'm getting? And you can just make it as long as you want to. If you're comfortable with it, you can even tape it up on the wall so they can drive the vehicle on the wall. Or if they're not into cars or trucks, they can use planes or Lego creations, or even just hopping a stuffed animal along a little yellow brick road, if you will. Again, not trademarked, but yeah. So I mean, another one that's simple and easy, low maintenance. Again, this came from 2 bingo cards. Obviously, you don't have to use only just those bingo cards or words used from that bingo card for this game too. You can use obviously a lot of words too as well. But again, I want to make these games easily accessible, easily low maintenance, less work for you, more work for your kid. Alright, another game I know I asked you to do a while back to kind of try and play was charades. Not every word's going to work with that, especially if it's like if or in. But I mean, you can definitely play charades with our word families like cat, and we've got tons of those word families definitely to play with and play charades. Definitely play charades with that too, So if if he's kind of creepy old Saint Nick kind of walking down. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, he's kind of skinny looking, but it's great. His hands on his belly. Oh, he's pretending to be fat, you know. So his word would probably been fat, right? Hopefully. Oh, this is gonna be really awkward if that's not his word. But yeah, you can do charades as a game as well, where you can mix up all these cards. And I just drop from the top here. My word is and. Let's use word families for this one. Alright, so I got this one. So, right? Hopefully you can figure out that I was a cat. Otherwise I'm just looking weird on camera. But yeah, again, you don't have to play this. This one's more of a medium level of energy and that would be required, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Maybe, I don't know. Depending on your child or you yourself or even your other kids, it could be a high energy game that can make it fun. That could definitely be like a family game too, as well. But yeah, so have fun with that stuff too, okay? I mean, sorry, I'm not gonna limit myself to just Mingle. Even old kind of creepy Saint Nick can play this game where he plops. Honestly, if they have like a favorite toy, this would be a great one to kind of have their favorite toy plop around as well too.